And we are recording. I'm borrowing heavily from Leonie Dawson here. Leonie Dawson is from Australia. She's a business mastermind. My wife and I have taken a couple of courses from her in money management or accountability, things like that. Leonie's pretty rough around the edges, but she also gets the job done. If you know, she's like a motivational speaker, carrying around a baseball bat with nails in it just to keep you going. None of that here today, but I am going to go ahead and share screen, and let's talk about some side gigs that we can do to make money. Now, before I get started, this is a shout out to the community. You know, we're well over 8,000 people strong, and there are a lot of these things that we're going to mention here over the next 30 minutes or so that people in our community have done. They've done with success, they've done with not as much success. And so we want to hear from you. If you are an Etsy entrepreneur and you know you're doing great with your Etsy shop, you know, share a little bit. What secrets do you have that you can share with the community to help them along also? You know, we're not talking about competition with you as much as we are talking about just lifting up the community in its entirety. With that being said, intros and housekeeping. Hello, my name is Trey Hitt. I am coming to you from, as Art Bell would say, the high desert of Oaxaca, Mexico. And I've been a part of We Are Worldschoolers for a while now. My wife and I live in Mexico here because, well, if you've been here, you understand why. And we've got great tacos too. I'm going to do a quick presentation on side gigs in the virtual marketplace. And if anybody pops on, has any questions, comments, dirty remarks, we'll look for you here live. And you can also post your comments in the Facebook Live group, and either I or Lainey will jump on that and answer your questions. We're also going to create this document of side gigs that you can use to make money. We're going to, this is a live document, so my intention is as I put up this document, just say one of the ideas to make money with a side gig is to make little stuffed rabbits and sell them on Etsy. If there are people in the community who want to act as mentors for Etsy, then you know, we would love to put your contact information on this document and have people get in touch with you. And also a shout out for help for next week. The intention is to do this at the same time every Monday, to add some accountability groups under this umbrella also to help you move your ideas along. And so you can tell by now that my voice is not made for talking. And so we would love for other people to come and do this talking. Just reach out to me and we can hook you up. So off we go. Again, a lot of this is from Leonie Dawson. Some of this I've added, some I've taken off. This is 50-ish ideas to make money with side gigs in the virtual marketplace. I have friends that design and sell t-shirts. It's a drop shipping business. Everybody's got ideas. They've got this idea in their head of a cartoon or just some kind of witty saying. Go to Teespring, set up an account, learn how to get that idea out of your head onto a t-shirt, because if you're thinking about it, you know, at least 5 or 50 or 100 other people on this planet are thinking about it and would love to wear that t-shirt too. Sell your expertise on clarity.fm. As I'm going through this, none of these are affiliate links, by the way. These are just links straight out to the companies. There's no affiliate marketing going on here, although we will talk about affiliate marketing in the end here. If you have a niche expertise, run over to Clarity FM, set yourself up as an expert. And, you can make a little bit of money there, as well as become an expert on Just Answer. Now, Just Answer, I've done that before. I've been rolling down the street in my 2004 Honda Odyssey when something has fallen off, and I've jumped on to Just Answer in the middle of the night and, asked a Honda mechanic what it was that just fell off my van, and am I going to blow up if I keep on driving? It's a paid gig. I paid the I paid the mechanic, I think it was $10 or $15 to answer my questions. And so if you have a niche that you're an expert in, roll over to Just Answer and set yourself up as an expert. As questions come in with your expertise, you're in the hopper. The more questions that you answer, the higher up you go. None of these things are going to make you drive a Lamborghini next week, but they are different multiple streams of income. Become a virtual assistant. When we were thinking about setting up the small business mastermind group, one of the first things that came up to mind was that how do you all make money to do this lifestyle is one of the most common questions that I see on any of these groups. And invariably, somebody's going to talk about being a virtual assistant. I'm not one. I know my lovely bride Rebecca has a virtual assistant that lives in Florida that helps her quite a bit with email marketing. If you are a virtual assistant, or if you're somebody who mentors virtual assistants, please do me a favor and pipe in here and let us know. Do online jobs through Fiverr. Now, I've used Fiverr a lot. I've done gigs on Fiverr. I'm a nerd. And so also, all right, full disclosure, I'm a nerd with ADD. And so sometimes I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired of watching YouTube videos. And so I will pop on the Fiverr and pick up a couple of gigs just to keep my brain engaged for a little bit. I've actually picked up some lifelong clients from there. And so, doing 300 words of copy for a meat cleaver advertisement is not a life-fulfilling mission, but having a lifelong client that just calls me up and needs copy for this, that, or the other, that engages my brain. Get over to Fiverr. If you haven't used it, get over there. Again, what's your passion? And if you have a passion, you're good at something, somebody out here is looking for it. EMAS, sell your art. Who was it today that put up the meme? I think it was in the group. Oh, Kate Green. A shout out to Kate Green, who has decided to not let the world know that she is in quarantine, but has decided to let the world know that she is now an artist in residence. I'm sure that a lot of us are now. So again, if you're a photographer, if you are an artist, if any of these physical products or digital products, go ahead and set up an account at Redbubble, Zazzle, Society6. There's a lot of places where you can get up and sell your art online. Now, we're all sitting at home, How many people are out there cruising through Redbubble right now looking for just that right piece to go in their kitchen? If that's in your head right now, then you could be making some money off of that. Take online surveys through Survey Junkie. There are a few companies out there that do pay you to take surveys. Honestly, I don't have any experience with that, but I do see that pop up from time to time. If you have experience in getting paid to take surveys, to take online surveys, pipe up, let us know. Give some of our people some direction there. If again you've done this before and you've got caught in this stupid loop of answering questions for 6 days and not getting paid a dime, let us know who that is also, so our people can avoid that. We want traction. We don't want people to learn your lessons over and over again. You can promote books, courses, and software to earn cash with affiliate marketing. We will get back to that toward the end here. Let me back up one. Teach courses on Udemy. There are actually quite a few and more and more and more popping up right now, when damn near all of America is homeschooled now. There's a tremendous opportunity to share your experiences as an unschooler, as a world schooler. You can sign up with sites such as Udemy, and there are a few others. And you're out there with all the other fish in the sea. And if somebody comes across and signs up for your course, well, hey, you're making a couple of bucks. This is something I do have some experience with, and so I'd be more than willing to share how I do this. I don't use platforms like that. I belong to a homeschool co-op in Florida, and I'm teaching a live course every Thursday afternoon on some of the local history here. And so there are different ways to do this without actually signing up through Udemy or other platforms like that are going to take, face it, they're going to take a healthy cut because, well, they built the platform. But think about that. If you have a thing, if your great grandmother taught you how to make pierogies and you're the best pierogi maker on the block, there are other people that want to know how to make pierogies, especially if you can do it gluten-free. Talk to me first. All right, user testing. This goes back, like with online surveys, there are websites out there that will pay you to test. Startup Lift, there are a couple of links here that, everybody's all about user interface right now and user experience. And it's one thing if you've got, a closet full of nerds that are like, they've built the best online widget in the world, but if it gets out in the real world and nobody knows how to use it, it's kind of a drag. And so they will actually go out and find people to test their products out, to go to their website and ask about their experiences. All right, Tutor Finder is another thing. As you are grappling with your expertise and everything, if you have some sort of weird love affair with trigonometry, there's a ton of people out there that need trigonometry help right now. Head on over to Tutor Finder, set yourself up as an expert there also. And Moss. Share a product that you love. From Thermomix to essential oils to makeup to clothes, build a network marketing business. This is a tough one, isn't it? You talk about MLMs or network marketing businesses, and it's quite the division line right there. But there are people who have done well with multi-level marketing businesses. There are also people who have lost their shirts, and so go into this with open eyes. If you are somebody who has some real world experience about multi-level marketing, please share your experience with the group. Caveat, a little asterisk right here. We are not wanting, this to become a pool for multi-level marketing. And so if I see people out there recruiting others for their essential oil business or their whatever business, we're probably going to step in a little bit. It's not that we don't want you to succeed, it's just that this is not the place or the platform for it right here. Do freelance jobs through Smart Crowd, ClickWorker, Upwork. Again, that expertise that you have, head over to these sites. Just click on the damn links. It's going to be here after the recording. And if something clicks for you, go there and do it. Just do it. There's only so many quarantine memes we can handle in one day. head over to Upwork and see if there's something that you can provide that somebody's going to pay you for. Here we go back to selling handmade arts and crafts. Everybody right now is an artist in residence, and so why don't you take some of that art and set up an Etsy shop? If there's anybody out there who's had success selling with Etsy or can mentor a small group, hey, this is how you go from 0 to Etsy, put your name in the comment section. We would love to put you in our library as a mentor and an expert. Offer gardening services locally. This is a tough one. The reason that we're not fully at 50 gigs to make money right here is that when these things go up, there are a lot of physical gigs where you are out in somebody's house or driving somebody around. We're not quite in that marketplace right now. Gardening, on the other hand, is something that you may be able to offer. I have a lot of friends back in Florida who are, they've been waiting for the zombie apocalypse ever since I've known them, because their entire yard is edible. And right now they have a skill. They have a skill that they can actually market to their neighborhood and to people and show them how to grow sweet potatoes, like right now. So if you are a gardener, or if you are an herbalist, or if you have some expertise there are a lot of people around you in your neighborhood, in your city, that want to know what you know. So leverage that. Another thing, if you're not an artist, but you can type really fast, then become an online transcriptionist. Yeah, Google is about 80% there, where you can talk into a Google Doc and it'll transcribe things for you, but it's not 100%. And so I know that I've used transcriptionists before, and I've paid them well. And so if that's something that you can do, is listen to words and type what those words say, then there's a market out there for you. You can micro invest. Oh, this is a hard one too, right? Has anybody checked the Dow today? I don't know, where's my phone? Depending on who you listen to, we're near the bottom of the market. We're about ready to head up. Who the hell knows? I don't. But if you're looking into micro investing, there are a couple of sites that you can actually go and look at. I've had some friends that, have dabbled a little bit with this, and that they that they've invested a couple of dollars here and there, and sometimes they've made a couple of bucks, sometimes it's gone away. But it is yet another thing that you can do. And more. Oh, wow. Again, how do you guys fund your lifestyle? And then invariably, after virtual assistants, somebody's going to pop up and say, I teach English as a second language, invariably to kids in China. I have a really good friend that does that. And I've got actually quite a few friends that do that. And they make okay money. I mean, they're up at 4 o'clock on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning for a couple of hours doing it. But, they enjoy it. Some of them have been teachers before they decided to be homeschoolers or unschooling parents. But it's always a thing also. An interesting side note on that is that when this whole thing started going down, I started hearing from my friends who are online ESL teachers that have kids in China. I started hearing about their experiences, a month before, it was on everybody's tongue every day. And in that, I think that mentally, I was able to set myself up to not be hating life right now. And that's just a side note. Manage social media for businesses. So there you are sitting, and you are the Facebook king and queen. You are an Instagram magnate. Well, you know what? There's somebody out there that has a business who isn't. Their thing is they really dig putting used tires on cars, and they don't know the first thing about Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing or LinkedIn or any of that. As you are, again, self-isolating, is leverage that experience that you have. Reach out to businesses that you already know and say, hey, let me give you a hand. Let me do some Facebook marketing for you. Let me take over your Instagram for a while, and let's see what happens, and start building a client list that way. This is a good one too. Start a podcast. If you've got a voice that's anything better than mine, there are people that want to hear you and they want to hear your thoughts. I've got a very, very dear friend who is a podcast coach. I'll drop his name in the comment section or in this document. He's got a lot of free resources that you can go to and check out how to actually start and grow a podcast. Again, everybody right now is an artist in residence. You've got pictures. Head over to Stocksy, Getty, Shutterstock. There are a number of places that will license your photographs. Spend a half hour, 45 minutes, set yourself up an account. Again, who knows? If you make a couple of bucks, awesome. If, on the other hand, you already do this, if you've got a bunch of pictures up on Getty, set yourself up here as an expert and let people come to you and ask the questions such as, what size images do I need to make sure that I'm putting up? What resolution? What are the biggest sellers? How do you find out what to place on these things? License your artwork again. Shutterstock again. Dreams Time. We're not just talking about pictures. We're talking about art. We're talking about video, B-roll, any of these things. Head over to Dreams Time, Shutterstock. See what people are buying. If that's something that you do it. All right, run a Kickstarter to fund a creative or entrepreneurial project. Now we're kind of getting up into the big leagues a little bit, but if you've always had this idea for a coffee table book or a video or a movie or a film or something like that, head over to Kickstarter, see what other people are doing, see how they're marketing it, and see if that's something that just speaks to you. And this is beyond, going on your Facebook page and saying, I've got this great idea for a movie. It's Apocalypse Now Part 2, where just everybody dies, but I need about $10 million in funding. And you're just saying that to all of your friends and family. Go over to Kickstarter and see what people do to reach a big, wide audience, for your creative or entrepreneurial project. And more, if you are a designer, specifically head over to 99 Designs. If you are a, Lainey can help me with this word, if you are a designer, head over there. There are people that want what you do. I'm gonna take a break here for a second from telling you how to make money and remind you that if you have a budget of $1,000 a month that goes out to cable and electric and water and storage and everything like that, look at your budget hard. Look at your budget really hard and find out what you can do to just knock it down. If you knock your budget down a couple $100 a month, then really you've just made a couple $100 a month, right? We've done this. We were in Florida a couple weeks ago before the wheels fell off the planet because we wanted to go through our storage. Our storage is costing us $205 a month, and we wanted to have that. We've had things in storage for a year now that we're just paying to store it for I don't even know why anymore. So, but we've done other things. We've looked at our businesses, and one of my business lines is, again, I'm a nerd. I build websites, and so I have multiple hosting accounts. And so I was able to spend a day and move some websites around so I could get rid of some hosting accounts and save, it's like $75 a month. So saving money is making money. In that, if you have a subscription or if you've got credit cards and you're paying interest on things, it doesn't hurt you to call. If you've got a Visa that you're paying 20% interest on, give them a shout, call them up, say, hey, any way we can drop this rate. They would love to keep you as a customer. And the worst thing that they're going to say is no. Just pick up the phone, give them a shout. And if you're successful, let us know, because that's kind of motivating. Because there's somebody out there who's like, yeah, I'm not going to pick up the damn phone. But if 3 of you say, I picked up the phone and I dropped my interest rate from 20 to 14, that might help somebody else pick the phone up and call. Hey, here we are again. Everybody is an artist in residence, so sell your arts, prints, digital downloads on DeviantArt. I've got a list of different sites here, and there's more. I'm going to ask your help to add to our list of sites. Start a YouTube or Twitch channel. This is something I can't speak to because I don't make money doing stuff like that, but I know that Josh, my 16-year-old stepson, he has friends that make an obscene amount of money with YouTube channels. I need to talk to him, I guess, at some point and ask him how his friends do that. But that is a money-making opportunity, YouTube and Twitch. Mind you, YouTube has changed its terms of service. If you make videos specifically for kids, you need to read up on their terms of service because it has changed, and you're not able to make money as readily if you're marketing to children now. It's a good thing. All right, we are coming up on the end of our 50-ish side gigs to make money. Do tasks on Mechanical Turk. And so if you know how to put widgets together better than anybody else can put widgets together, head over to Mechanical Turk and set yourself up as an expert in widget putting together. Do email marketing with a niche newsletter. This is a hard one, right? So if you are an expert on monarch butterflies and hatching, then there are people out there that have just been waiting for you to teach them how to hatch monarch butterflies from caterpillars. I'm rambling because I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about with that, but I do know what I'm talking about with email niche marketing. If you are a mechanic, there are a bazillion mechanics out there, and it's hard to set yourself apart. But if you're a mechanic that specializes in this part on this kind of car, then you know what? You're going to cast a much smaller net, but that net that you cast is going to catch a lot of people that are interested in that part. And so don't worry about not casting that huge net and catching as many people as you want. Think about casting a smaller net and catching people who are interested. So think about doing some email marketing with a niche newsletter. There are a lot of people out there that are interested in what you do. This is a fun one. Write a book. You've got some time right now. You can do this. Write a book. You can self-publish with Kindle Direct. You can find brick and mortar publishers to publish your book. I am in the middle of publishing and printing a coffee table book about VW pochos or VW bugs that are here in the Oaxacan Valley in Mexico. 1, because I've got ADD. 2, because come on, VW bugs are cute as hell. And 3, they're everywhere here. There's actually a big, strong history of VW bugs in Oaxaca, and I've tied it into some of the social history here. But I'm in the middle of publishing my first coffee table book. And so if you've got a thing that's in your head, get it out of your head, get it on paper, get it down digitally, and write yourself a book. Again, You've got time. You know you do. Tutor, mentor, create a course on things you know. Covered this earlier. One of the sites that you can do that with is Udemy. But if you've got a thing, like if you are the one that can teach me how to make gluten-free pierogies, then I'm not the only one out there who wants to eat gluten-free pierogies. Build AI-powered virtual assistants. This one's new. So as you are cruising through websites or Chase Bank, or maybe you're on hold with GoDaddy for 16 hours, you're interacting with a virtual assistant at some point. And so there is somebody somewhere that has anticipated the questions that you are going to ask, like, oh my God, will a human ever answer this effing phone? And there is somebody out there who has anticipated that specific question and has responded with a chat, and that is AI-powered virtual assistants. It's a new thing. Yeah, head over to Mobile Monkey, learn what that is, and just put your hat in that ring. This is something that everybody's going to. Even smaller WordPress sites are using AI-powered virtual assistants to do chats right now. Start a drop shipping store. This is one that's been around for a while, and this is one that I've never really been able to wrap my head around. Again, I'm going to profess that I am not a small business mastermind guru at all. I'm just a guy who's got some time and can hold some space until you, the gurus, can come and help us all. Drop shipping stores are huge. Think about the Amazon marketplace, or you're going to maybe create a t-shirt. And so you just pop your t-shirt up on Amazon or at any store, and when somebody buys it, that triggers the shipment. It never even comes through your house. Affiliate marketing is big. It used to be that with Amazon, you could become a bazillionaire with affiliate marketing. You go on your website and you say, hey, I found this great tent, click this link if you want it. And people used to be able to click the link and they would buy that tent, and they would buy like 50 other things, and you would get a cut of everything there. And when that started, Amazon used to keep that cookie alive for like a couple of days. And so people made a lot of money. That's tamped down a little bit, but there is still a lot of money to be made with Amazon marketing. There are also other things. If you are a nerd and say you have a hosting company, your hosting company probably has affiliate marketing where you can send clients to and say, hey, here's where you host your websites, and you're going to get a cut of that because, well, you've done their marketing for them. Affiliate marketing deserves its own mastermind day. I just want to put it out here. One, to get your wheels rolling, and two, if there are any affiliate marketers out there who want to share their expertise on how that's done, please pipe up, share with the community. Writers. Everybody's an artist right now. Everybody's a writer. You've got time. Ebooks. We talked about self-publishing on Kindle a few minutes ago. Ebooks are another way to go. You can start writing kids' books. Your neighbor down the street's an artist, and maybe you can get him or her to help with the illustrations and start selling some kids' books. That's what I've got. I am going to stop sharing here so I can look at you all and just say, these are just some ideas for you to start making money in this virtual marketplace. There's a lot more out there. Would love to hear from you about what else you can do. I'm going to scoot back to Facebook here. Laney says that Colin Clappus is a resource for email marketing. There's a lot of people out here right now that are gurus at all of this. I want to hear from you. And we'd love to hear your ideas on side gigs that you've used to make money. You hear the music in the background here? We got like oompa music going on down the hill. Hold on, Amy, you are muted. Let me unmute you there. Maybe you have to unmute yourself.
Unmute now. There.
Oh,
how's that?
There you are. Hi.
Okay. That was funny because a good thing I was just doing my hair. I wasn't on video till just now. So thanks. I've been keeping a list of your ideas, what appealed to me. I have been a family wall portrait artist for 20 years.
I'm sorry, a family what artist?
Wall portrait artist.
Nice.
Yeah, actually here, I can show you. Here's some waiting pickup, which we haven't been able to connect yet. But yeah, so this type of big framed pieces on canvas for the wall.
Excellent.
So it's, yeah, a lot of it's in person. So I need some extra kickers right now.
Well, you know, your mindset as an artist is there. I mean, a lot of artistry is the framing and what people love to see. And so if you can, you know, if you can twist your experience around to doing things not actually live and in person, but use that pull that people have, you'll do well here. There are a lot of people that would love to hear about your experience also, and not only as an artist, but who do you go through to get your canvases? Where do you go to get your frames and everything? And so as much as we want to take the ideas from the community, I'm also looking mostly for people to get back into the community too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I will put this list up with the links here shortly. We're going to start building a library of not only these side gigs, but just a library of everybody's small businesses and what they're doing right now. Also, throughout this week, we're going to be starting to set up accountability groups. And so if you are an artist and you're looking to pivot your business a little bit, and you want a small group of 3 to 4 people that are like-minded or not even like-minded, to hold each other accountable for things that you say that you're going to do, that's another part of this mastermind group, is to set up these smaller groups. I'm in a couple of mastermind groups. One, a woman in a group is a writer, and another woman in the group does virtual education resources. So the things that we do really don't connect, but we hold each other accountable for the things that we say that we're going to do, and we're good sounding boards for ideas in that also.
That would be great. Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome. And let me make sure that I don't have any other questions here. None that I see. What time is it? It's 2:40. See, the thing is when I'm the only one talking, I'm going to talk fast because of the ADD. So
I have ADHD too. Yay! That must be the international symbol of ADHD.
Oh my God, wow, what was that? Yeah, at least my wife loves me very much. That's all I have to say. She loves me.
And my son is my biggest supporter, so I have good support.
Yeah. Okay, Amy, where are you at? Where are you holding up at?
In Seattle, so we're pretty much full lockdown mode right now, and the dog's whining constantly to be let out for a walk, and it's a little isolating, but yeah, this has been good connection.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I've seen actually on a couple of the groups, I've seen a lot of people trying to get home to Seattle over the last week, and
we were in Europe, so we barely made it out on Tuesday. Yeah.
Wow. Do you have to change your flight or were you scheduled to go out and just were lucky?
Yes, we were actually scheduled to come back on the 29th and go to Paris and Oslo and Dublin, all this crazy stuff. We did end up going to Dublin early to get a flight out. And I'm glad we did that. It was a good choice because we got one of the last ones. But our Canadian friends we were traveling with only just made it home to Canada yesterday. So it took them longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I was in Florida. And I had tickets home for tomorrow. And
where's your home?
We live in Oaxaca, Mexico. It's
great. Yeah.
Yeah, southern Mexico, way up in the hills.
That's the beautiful
where all the good tacos
brick
are.
arch behind you. That's why.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and back there is all.
Oh, look at that.
Well, it's dry season right now.
It's pretty though. It's really pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to sign off here. And just again, I just want to let you know that there are a lot of ways to make money. And not only is this going to help you with income streams, but it's going to get you off the damn Facebook page where you're just reading quarantine memes all day. There's only so much.
Been my full-time job, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to quit that full-time job. That's I need to quit that full-time job.
and another reason I'm doing this is that last Sunday night I came to the end of all of the cat videos. I've seen every cat video out there, and I need something else to do. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next Monday at 2 p.m. Central Mexican time, 4 p.m. New York time. That would be 1 p.m. Seattle and LA time, where we will go over, hold on a second, I have this somewhere. I have next week's agenda. We're going to introduce accountability groups, and we are going to create accountability groups. So we want this community, this sub-community to grow, so we can set up these accountability groups to keep each other in check. We would also like to vet your ideas as a small business or pivoting your small business. And talk about walking that fine line between plagiarism and healthy competition. There's a lot of this is how to stay out of trouble. We don't want you to imitate somebody to the point where you start getting pieces of mail about copyright infringement. And so we want to talk about that a little bit. And I would also love to start talking and doing some serious short, mid, and long-term goals. Long-term goal is, of course, something like financial stability through evergreen things, like where you put your heart and soul into creating something and you put it out in the world and you no longer have to do anything about it. Think Stephen King and the whole Stand series, which now has moved over into the nonfiction section, unfortunately. But, he's an evergreen artist, where he puts something out there and it just keeps on going and going. If that's a long-term goal, you can be doing something like that as you're trying to put food on the table tonight, or make sure that the lights stay on next month. And so we'll talk about the different mindsets of short, mid, and long-term goals with financial income streams. And I think that is about it for me today. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you are an expert in any of this and want nothing to do but to talk to 8,000 of your fellow We Are Worldschoolers, then please also, send me a message. And, next week after that, this could be you talking right here to all of your new friends. That's all I got. Anybody else? Questions, comments? No?
I don't know. I could read down the list of notes if you want, or you want to sign off, or.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
I need to track my wife down, who ventured down into the city. We have a friend who broke an ankle this weekend.
Ooh.
she's trying to go set them up with some help. So I need to track
Okay.
them down. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll connect online.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I'll make comments.
all right, great. Everybody wash your hands.
Bye.
Bye.